Hello, and welcome to today's Painful Thought. Today we return to our journey on painful thoughts about hope. Painful Thoughts. Book 1. Hope is fragile but powerful enough to change lives. Hope is a funny thing. We talk about it like it's something you either have or you don't, but in my experience it's more like a skill. It's fragile. Sure, it can feel like a tiny flame in a strong wind, so easy to extinguish. But that's also what makes it so powerful, because even that small flicker can be enough to change everything. It's not about blind optimism, it's about the quiet belief that a different future is possible, and that your actions might matter in getting there. From a cognitive behavioral standpoint, hope is deeply practical. It's linked to what we call agency thinking, which is the belief that you can influence outcomes, Lopez 2013. When someone is hopeless, they often feel utterly powerless. But even a small piece of hope can spark a single action. Maybe it's just making a phone call or reading about someone who overcame a similar struggle. That action, however small, begins to change the narrative from "I can't" to "well, maybe I can try this." Hope isn't just a feeling, it's a catalyst for behavior. This connects to what Dan Siegel talks about in interpersonal neurobiology. He suggests that hope might be tied to our brain's innate capacity for integration. Siegel, 2020. When we feel hopeless, our brain can feel stuck, rigid. Hope, even a little bit, seems to create a flexibility of mind. It opens up the possibility of new pathways, both neurologically and in our lives. It's the mental equivalent of seeing a detour sign when you thought the road was completely closed. I also think about it in terms of attachment theory. A secure attachment in childhood gives us a fundamental sense of safety in the world, a baseline of hope that our needs will be met. Bowlby, 1988. For those who didn't get that, hope can feel much more fragile. The good news is that corrective emotional experiences in adulthood with a therapist, a friend, or a partner can help build that capacity. When someone consistently shows up for you, it slowly rebuilds the neural pathways for trust and, by extension, for hope. But we have to be honest, it's hard to manufacture hope from nothing. Sometimes you have to borrow it. You might lean on the hope of a friend or a therapist until you can generate your own. And it's not about ignoring pain or reality. Real hope acknowledges the difficulty. It's a choice to focus on the possibility of change even when evidence is thin. That's where the power lies. It's a rebellion against despair. Personal reflections. So, 1. Can you recall a time when a very small hope for something specific, or even just a general feeling that things might get better, led you to take one small step forward? What was that step? 2. Who or what in your life currently acts as a source of hope for you, even if it's indirect? Is it a person, a memory, a story, or an activity? 3. When you feel hopeless, what is the story you tend to tell yourself about the future? How could you gently challenge that story to create a tiny opening for a different possibility? 4. What is one manageable activity or routine that usually leaves you feeling slightly more grounded or positive? How could you prioritize that this week? 5. If a close friend shared they were feeling hopeless, what would you say or do? Can you offer some of that same compassion to yourself? Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and share. Until next time, I wish you less painful thoughts.